On a cool Tuesday morning on October 2nd, 1883, a baby boy was born in Carbonear on Conception Bay, Newfoundland. No one could have anticipated that he would develop one of the most crucial military innovations of the First World War: sonar. Robert William Boyle grew up in this house with his 10 siblings on Patrick Street, where his father, Dr. Albert de Brisay Boyle, used a room on the second floor for patient surgery. Robert received his early education at a Carbonear grammar school. He won a scholarship when he was just 14 and later attended the Old Methodist College at St. John's. In 1909, Boyle became the first person to earn a PhD in physics from McGill University. While in Montreal, he conducted research on radioactivity under Sir Ernest Rutherford at McGill and continued his work in Manchester, England from 1909 to 1911. The following year, he was recruited by the University of Alberta's founding president, Henry Marshall Torrey, to lead the physics department where Boyle began his research on ultrasonics. While it is written in history that Robert William Boyle made significant contributions to the development of sonar, by stating contributions didn't sit well with at least one historian. Rod MacLeod, author of All True Things, A History at the University of Alberta, 1908 to 2008, describes Boyle's story as fascinating and completely neglected, remains a remarkable chapter in the annals of the University of Alberta. When World War I erupted, the Germans' use of submarines posed a dire threat to the Allied forces, who were desperate for detection methods.
Everyone started working on this because the German submarines were sinking hundreds of Allied ships. The French, the British, and the Americans were all in a race to find a solution.
The British Admiralty established the Board of Inventions and Research to expedite war-ending innovations. Sir Ernest Rutherford of McGill, serving on the panel, invited his former PhD student, Boyle, to join the research team in England. They were exploring various potential detection methods.
Boyle was put in charge of what they considered the least promising line of inquiry.
The quest to use sound to detect underwater objects had been a hot topic since the Titanic's sinking off Newfoundland's coastline in 1912. Collaborating with French physicist Paul Langevin, Boyle and his team succeeded in producing ultrasonic quartz transducers by 1917. These were installed on warships mere months before the war ended.
Boyle managed to create the first working model of sonar, outpacing other groups.
Though this innovation came too late to impact the First World War, it laid the groundwork for future sonar detection technology. Despite the significance of his discovery, Boyle received little recognition, even within his own university.
Robert Boyle has as strong a claim as anyone to be the inventor of sonar. Unlike Langevin, Boyle took out no patents, and due to the Royal Navy's secrecy in the 1920s, he published no papers on the subject. Boyle's work profoundly impacted 20th century military history. It stands out as the most important piece of military equipment developed by any Canadian scientist during the First World War.
Boyle, however, resisted a military career. He declined a lucrative offer from the British Admiralty and returned to the University of Alberta. 2 years later, he became dean of the newly established Faculty of Applied Science. Robert Boyle served as Director of Physics at the National Research Council from 1929 to 1948 and supervised research on radar during World War II. He published numerous papers on ultrasound research and trained many graduate students. He was elected to the Royal Society of Canada in 1921 and the Flavette Medal in 1940. The boy from Carbonear, Robert Boyle. His legacy endures, a testament to his groundbreaking work and dedication to science, leaving an indelible mark on both the University of Alberta and the world of military innovation. Robert William Boyle passed away on April 18, 1955, in London, England.